Today I will show you how to use smoothing to improve your aim assist. Smoothing is one of the best ways to adjust the aim assist, but also one of the hardest to understand. And because of that, most people don't really know how to get the most out of it, and therefore miss out on a substantial advantage. But before I start, today's content will only work for mouse and gyro players, so controller users who only aim with sticks can skip this video. Also, I have switched the voice to a new one, so let me know how you like it. By the way, this is the 5th part of my aim assist series, in which I display some of the best aim assist boosters that Matrix has to offer. If you haven't watched the other videos yet, then you can find a link to them in the video description. All of these work incredibly well on top of each other. There are 2 types of boosters. The first one increases the aim assist, so it feels stronger and will help you more. The second one doesn't increase the aim assist, but improves its activation, so the aim assist will be easier to activate, or even be active throughout the entire game. Ideally, you use both on top of each other. Today's video belongs to both categories, although it is more about increasing the effect of the aim assist than activating it. But let's start with smoothing. To improve the aim assist with smoothing, set its setting to custom. When in custom mode, you have access to 2 different options. The first one is called standard, and the second one is classic. I will first cover classic since it is easier to understand, and also the weaker of the 2 options. It is, however, the more popular one, although it is inferior. This shows how much potential is lost when it comes to smoothing. Classic smoothing is the one that XIM Apex is using. This smoothing is applied as one flat amount to all of your aiming inputs, no matter how fast or slow they are. Because of that, it is a static smoothing. You have 3 options to adjust it. The one at the top controls how strong the general effect of the smoothing is. The more smoothing you use, the more aim assist you will have. This is a rule that always applies no matter what smoothing options you use. So if you want more aim assist, then increase this value. The second option allows you to adjust how quickly the smoothing effect will decay, or better said, how quickly the effect will fade away. The higher you set it, the less of your previous inputs will influence your next movement. So low values will feel very sluggish and delayed, whereas higher values will feel reactive and responsive. And the third value can be seen as the intensity, so you can adjust how impactful the 2 at the top are. Ideally, you adjust the 2 at the top first, and then do the finishing touch via the lower option. But you can also do it the other way round, which is more popular. So you first adjust the bottom 2, and at last the one at the top. The most popular setup here is this one. It is the most used smoothing setup among XIM Apex users. It offers a really good balance between responsive aiming and a good amount of aim assist. If you just want to use something that works well without having to tweak it, then this is your ideal setup. This is also why it is the most popular one, and for why these values are the ones that are secretly used by the preset called synchronous. Next, let's look at the smoothing option, called standard, which is a lot more advanced. This one is dynamic, which means that it is not equally applied to all your aiming inputs. Instead, you can choose at what aiming speed smoothing should be present. You can, for example, only apply smoothing to your micro movements. If you struggle to track enemies on long distances, then adding smoothing to your micro movements will heavily increase the aim assist in such scenarios. But it can also make it more difficult to break out of the aim assist bubble. If that is a problem for you, then this smoothing option allows you to prevent that. Just don't apply any smoothing to your micro movements. Another example is the following. If you want to improve your flick accuracy, then this smoothing option will allow you to only increase the aim assist when making fast flicks. Since this option will allow you to add smoothing to very specific scenarios, it is in my opinion the stronger feature. The reason is because you can precisely select where you want to have smoothing, and where you don't want any smoothing at all, or maybe just a little bit. The value at the top is responsible for micro movements. The higher you set it, the more smoothing will be added to your micro movements. So if you feel like you don't have enough aim assist on long distances yet, then consider to use a high value here. The second option is for fast movements. Here the scaling works differently, however. The lower the value, the more smoothing will be applied to your flicks and swipes. You have the maximum effect at a value of 0, whereas with 100 there won't be any smoothing. If you therefore want to increase the snapping of the aim assist on fast flicks, you would use a very low value here. So please keep that in mind. The last value will only be present when you start to move your crosshair, so when no aiming input was done previously. This option is only useful for gyro players, so mouse users should ignore this one. With a gyro, you can experience jitter when starting to move your crosshair, and this setting will solve that. In such a case, use a higher value to solve this problem. There is also a fourth value called stability, but it is only visible when exclusively using gyro controllers. That one will remove stutter when not moving your crosshair, so when you are not touching the controller. My favorite smoothing setting is this one. And on the right side I will show my favorite setup for gyro aiming. Overall, I think the smoothing setting is the more powerful one, since smoothing isn't applied to all your inputs, but only to those where you want to increase the aim assist. At last, I will briefly show a chart that you can use to dial in the two smoothing modes. It will tell you which value you need to raise or lower to increase the aim assist. I will also add my preferred values so you can use them as your starting point. In the next video of this series, I will show you how to increase the aim assist with ballistic curves.
So guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button or maybe even subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any of the upcoming videos. Also, contrary to popular belief, this channel is not an official XIM channel. I run this channel in my free time to bring you guys the latest XIM news and tricks. So if you want to support what I do, then maybe consider to join the YouTube channel membership. Channel members usually get around 1 to 4 weeks of early access to all new videos. Plus, we also have a nice little Discord to discuss XIM settings and other stuff. But that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching and I will maybe see you in the next one.